After this, the angel addressed those who had induced upon themselves the idea that the joys of heaven and eternal happiness consisted in feastings with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and after the feasts, sports and public shows, and then feasts again, and so on to eternity. And he said to them, "Follow me, and I will bring you into the felicities of your joys." And he led them through a grove to a level place, covered with a floor, on which tables were placed, 15 on one side and 15 on the other. And they asked, "Why so many tables?" The angel answered, "The first table is that of Abraham, the second that of Isaac, the third that of Jacob, and next to these in order are the tables of the 12 apostles. On the other side is the same number of tables, those of their wives. The first 3 are those of Sarah, the wife of Abraham, Rebekah, the wife of Isaac, and Leah and Rachel, the wives of Jacob. And the other 12 are those of the wives of the 12 apostles." After some delay, all the tables appeared to be filled with dishes of food, and the little spaces between them were ornamented by small pyramids with sweetmeats. The guests stood around them in expectation of seeing the hosts of the tables. They who were expected were shortly seen to enter, in order of procession from Abraham to the last of the apostles, and presently each approached his own table, and reclined upon a couch at its head. And from their places they said to those that stood around, "Recline ye also with us." And they did so, the men with the fathers, and the women with the wives, and they ate and drank in joy and with veneration. After the feast, the fathers went out, and then began the sports, the dances of youths and maidens, and after them the public shows. These being ended, they were invited to feast again, but with the condition that they were to eat on the first day with Abraham, on the second with Isaac, on the third with Jacob, on the fourth with Peter, on the fifth with James, on the sixth with John, on the seventh with Paul, and with the rest in order to the 15th day, from which again the festivities would be renewed in the same order, changing seats and so on to eternity. After this, the angel called together the men of the company and said to them, "All those whom you saw at the tables had been in similar imaginary thought with yourselves concerning the joys of heaven and eternal happiness therefrom. And such mock festivities were provided and were permitted by the Lord, to the end that they may themselves see the vanity of their ideas,